Okay. Let's talk about my favorite books of 2025. But this year I did read 62 books, and here are the 6 that I feel are really, really, really worth talking about. I'm sure this purple book that you were seeing, you've seen in everybody's favorites of the year because, hello, a new Hunger Games book dropped. Wake up. First, we're gonna get down with Sunrise on the Reaping. I mean, what can I really say? I have a whole review on it. Sobbed while reading this. This was the highlight of probably the first probably the first quarter of my year. It was so good. This is, if you didn't know, this is Haymitch's story. I'm so sorry that the book is backwards, y'all, but it helps to film like this. This is Haymitch's story, and Haymitch is Katniss and Peeta's mentor from the original Hunger Games trilogy. Please read the Hunger Games. It's always been relevant, but it is extremely relevant with the climate of the world, so please read it. But anyways, this book touches on propaganda, and also, so yeah, it has a bigger theme of propaganda, but it also just talks about Haymitch and why he is the way that he is. And I can't help but love stories that talk about why someone is the way that they are. Anyways, English teacher here. But that's really all I'm gonna say about it. Please watch my review. Okay, next, I read this in the same month. I actually bought these on the same trip to Louisiana. But anyways, this is Wings of Starlight by Allison, Saft. This was a highly anticipated prequel story to the Tinkerbell Pixie Hollow movie series. Tinkerbell from the Peter Pan series or whatever. They gave her like her own spin-off movie series. Warm fairies and cold fairies like can't be in the same worlds because their wings are made for the warmth and then their wings are made for the cold. There was a story about 2 lovers who were from these 2 different worlds, and one ended up snapping their wing off and blah blah blah. Out of the 6 books, 3 of them have spice and 3 of them don't, and I am like very, very proud of that because spice does not make a book good. Spice well placed will enhance the story that's already there, but it's also not necessary. This book had all the tension in the world and no spice. I even took it in the car with me on the way to church. It was that good. Like, it was so good. When I think about it, I feel happy. I low-key want to read it again because it is wintertime. I read it in the springtime because I felt like fairies and whatever, but it also has a winter vibe because, you know, he's a winter. Oh, look at the back, y'all. Stunning. Gorgeous. Talked about those 2 books already. Okay, next we have June 1st. We have June 1st by Jennifer Hartmann. If you guys should know by now, I am a Jennifer Hartmann stan. She's even commented on some of my posts before on my Bookstagram. Follow my Bookstagram, liv.lovesliterature. Guys, I'm so happy to have another Jennifer Hartmann on my list for 2025. So this is a very taboo romance. I talked about this book before. I've known about it since 2024, actually. I just didn't want to get into it because I was like, stepbrother romance, I don't know if I can go that deep. You know, I read some questionable things, but I don't know if I can get into this. But it's really kind of not what you think. And I had to trust Jennifer because I was like, there's no way she would make this like a icky whatever romance. And it's really not that. So here's what happened. So basically, and once again, I've already talked about this on my channel, so I won't go too into depth, but it's not the stepbrother romance that you think that it is. It's more so he was a neighbor and they took him in when tragedy struck his life. He already had established a friendship with this family. The little girl grows up in the household and doesn't really see him as a brother and sees him more as a friendly protector. The first half is literally just like them growing up, and it's so good. Like, I don't know how to say it other than that. Like, it actually grew on me. Like, when I first read it, I was like, that was so crazy. But then I kept thinking about it months and months later. I was like, wait, like, that low-key was tea. And then I ordered the physical copy because I originally read this on my Kindle, because a lot of Jennifer Hartmann is available on Kindle Unlimited. Go check it out. Bad idea. Okay, so Next, we have a nonfiction novel. This is the first time that you will see me talking about a nonfiction novel on this channel. I hope it won't be the last, though. Sometimes when reading is slow, I'll go to a nonfiction book that I have, typically purchased by my boyfriend, so thank you. But I'll go to a nonfiction book that I have, and I will start reading it, and it'll get me back into the mood. You have to read this. You might be thinking, it's another self-help. It's whatever, blah. No. This one is actually a must read. I don't know which ones you've been reading, but this one is absolutely necessary. Like, you have to read it. Like, you have to. Like, I don't really know what else to say. Read it. Like, do you want to be better or no? Like, next, this is a book that I read in November. Actually, I don't have it physically, but what is that? Oh, that's my laptop. I was like, what is Burn in the Sun? So next we have, speaking of burning Daylight by Emily McIntire. So I saw this cover when I was looking for books on Kindle Unlimited, because I got back into reading in November after taking a like 3-month hiatus, essentially. But anyway, so I saw this book and I was like, why does this author sound so familiar? But that's because Emily McIntire wrote the Hooked series. I don't think it's called Hooked, but it's like the very dark and twisted, I think it is called Twisted something, isn't it? I don't know. But basically it's like Disney villains, but like their side of the story, or like them as the protagonists, and it's not like a happy ending. It's like very dark. I think it's dark romance. I don't know. Child, I'm struggling. You can tell I don't know what it's about. But anyways, I tried reading Hooked, and I was like, it was a little bit too dark for me, but I was like, I feel like I want to try something else by her. And so I saw she had this book called Burning Daylight, and I checked it out. It is a Romeo and Juliet retelling. You guys, I've never really been into the original Romeo and Juliet, but I am obsessed with just the iconicness of it all. Like, you know, you die, I die, we die. Like, she did it justice. I really, really, really love and appreciate, like, the banter was so good, the tension was so good. I genuinely was shocked at how much I was enjoying it. I was really flying through the pages, and it was so good. It's actually set in modern day, though. It's set in modern day. I can't remember either of the characters' names, surprise, surprise. But basically, yeah, it's Romeo and Juliet, but in modern times, but also like set in a small town where there's like status and like kind of like royalty. Y'all know what I'm talking about, where it's like, you know, the country club. Why am I doing this hand motion? Where it's like the country club, and just like, you know, oh, the so-and-so family is this and the so-and-so family is that. I guess when I'm talking fancy, I have to. But anyways, it's good. Please read it. This one I actually rated 4.5 out of 5. But all these other books are 5 out of 5. Only because the ending kind of messed it up. The ending, if the whole book is good, but then the end is like, then like I gotta chop you. I can't even contain myself because I love this so much. My number one fave. This was not in order, by the way, but I did save my number one for last. Like, all these other ones are just in a random order, but this one is my number one fave of the year, and it's not even a published book. You can read it for free because it's fan fiction. This is, you should know what I'm talking about by now if you've been watching my channel all year. This is Vader's Angel by Wortman25. Yeah, that's right. I've memorized the author's name, and I follow her on my Bookstagram. Listen. You know, I might go and comment on all her stuff and say, please never stop writing. Like, please never stop writing. It was, you know, I think I'm going to do that today. It was so good. So, Vader's Angel is more than a fan fiction. Okay, let me stop. It's fan fiction about Darth Vader if he never met Padme Amidala in his if he never met Padme Amidala in his childhood, and he instead meets her in his adulthood, and if Emperor / Chancellor Palpatine had already revealed himself to be the Sith Lord from the start, and he recruits a young Anakin Skywalker because he sees the potential in him. He recruits him at a young age. So Anakin Skywalker grows up basically as Darth Vader instead of Anakin Skywalker. So he doesn't have to go through the burning transformation and putting him in the suit. So basically, he's still got that face card. But anyway, actually, it changed my life so bad. It was so good. I feel like that there's no words in the English dictionary that describe how I feel about it. Like, if you're not into, even if you're not into Star Wars, read it. It's just that good. It will explain everything to you, because you also get so you get Anakin's perspective, Padme's perspective, and Obi-Wan Kenobi's perspective. It is definitely like a dark romance. I mean, it's nothing like darker than some of the other titles that I've seen here on the booktube, but it is a darker romance because he is Darth Vader. And I guess the idea is, it is called Vader's Angel. The idea is that like Padme is going to like change him, like is going to like help him become the good Anakin Skywalker again. It's not finished though. That's the thing. It's not finished. That's what's important to know. It's not finished. She's still currently actively working on it, but it is good. I'm sorry. It's good enough for you to read even unfinished. Like it's so good. Those are the 6 books that I read this year that I feel like were really worth talking about. Out of the 62, keep reading, guys. Seriously, reading makes you smarter. It makes you better. I think that's the theme this year, is allowing reading to make us better. I really hope that y'all read at least 1 book this year. And yeah, Happy New Year. It's actually January 1st as I'm filming this. This will not be released until later though. But Happy New Year, everybody. Happy January, happy 2026, all the above. Mwah.